Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. Y'all know tomorrow is the start of the Diddy trial again. So we getting it all set back up, bringing everything back to your memory, so nobody will forget. Nobody can get over the Cassie and anyway. Diddy and them are trying to strike the expert's testimony about why they stay, why they tolerate it so long, and why they come back once they get out. They trying to get all that stricken from the record. Yeah, Diddy and them panicking. They panicking. They want the experts. They want it gone because she teaches it the subjects, though. She had to teach classes why people go, why people this, why. She's got to teach it so they know she's like a world expert at this stuff. She knows it. It ain't like she's just in there for a paycheck, even though $6,000 to sit there, yeah, sounds good. But I'm just saying, she knows and understands, and didn't even know that she had that jury locked in, and understanding a little more of why Cassie and the rest kept leaving, coming, calling, doing whatever he said, Diddy said, all of that stuff. So I'm gonna do a reaction from Tisa. Tisa, she on her way back to New York. Yeah. And so just yeah, they're trying to get it stricken from the record. All of the whole thing, y'all. Even though they said that she did a great job, and they didn't have no problem with it, all of that stuff. But now they're crying. Ain't no need of crying now. But listen, I'm gonna let y'all listen to some. Y'all please hit the subscribe button and like the video, please. And if you want to know whenever I come on Valentine TV, just hit the notification bell, okay? So here we go. Let me get it right. Let's pray it stay right, okay? Here we go, y'all.
Sparred over the testimony of a forensic psychologist.
What did that happen?
Prosecutors also released dozens of new photos seen by the jury, revealing what police seized in the raid on Diddy's Miami Beach mansion. And the judge signed an immunity order to force Diddy's former executive assistant to testify. The judge had already ruled that she could not talk about coercive control, but she could discuss more broadly why victims may choose to stay in violent relationships or feel like they could not leave them. The prosecutor then asked, in fact, have you previously been retained by any of the defendant's attorneys here in this case? She responded, yes, I have.
Oh my God, you guys.
Y'all, please watch this to the end so you can see what all did in him trying to get thrown out and that kind of. It's just nonsense,
Come and sit down and shut the door. We have to talk about Diddy and that expert witness. Now, listen, remember when I told y'all last week that the expert witness destroyed Diddy? And it's the strongest piece of evidence that the prosecution has provided. Well, one of the strongest pieces thus far. Remember how there were people in my comments? Tisa, what are you talking about? Everybody said the defense needed to do what needed to be done. The defense.
I can mess up some stuff. Hey, thank you, Sexy NASA. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate it so much. And now I'm messing up. You didn't shock me, girl. You didn't shock me. All right, y'all. Let me see what's going on, okay? Just 1 second. Please give me a chance. Wait a minute. Let me see, y'all. Okay. I gotta let her catch up. Oh my God. And I got Sexy NASA up in the house. Sorry, Sexy NASA. I'm new at this. I'm trying to get it together. Okay. I think I be hitting the buttons too fast, maybe. So I'm just gonna talk because I know she gonna catch up with me. All right. So anyway, sorry. Anyway, the yeah, Diddy and them said they had no problem with the expert witness, and they said that uh you know, even the lawyers was like, oh yeah, she's the best in the country. Mark Agnifero. Yeah, she's the best in the country. She knows what she's talking about. Yeah, we have no problem with this witness, Your Honor. But after court and now, as of today, is the first time I heard that they was back there crying. I say crying about it because they wimping. Oh no, we want all her stuff stricken from the record, the whole testimony, because she started, instead of saying they and all that, she was saying we and you and stuff like that. She was changing her like that, y'all. Let me try to find. Come on, Tisa, where you at, girl? Wait a minute. Wait, y'all. Dang. Okay, y'all. Just 1 second, please. Please, please. What is going on? Okay, let's see something right quick. Let me see. Remove. Okay. Y'all, I knew I was gonna do some Sex Nessa said, do you know why no Diddy is not saying that he did not do anything? No, Diddy didn't say he didn't do nothing, but Diddy should have took that plea deal. I think we got it, y'all. I'm scared. But Diddy could have took the plea deal and just said what he did, and I know he don't feel like he done nothing at all. He's blaming it. He blaming it on the Tucci. But you know, as far as like the witnesses tomorrow, everybody's gonna be like shocked. Everybody gonna be shocked. Let's see if I got it.
Prosecutor then asked, in fact, have you previously been retained by any of the defendant's attorneys here in this case? She responded, yes, I have.
Sorry, y'all. I had to go over it.
Oh my God, you guys, come and sit down and shut the door. We have to talk about Diddy and that expert witness. Now, listen, remember when I told y'all last week that the expert witness destroyed Diddy? And it's the strongest piece of evidence that the prosecution has provided. Well, one of the strongest pieces thus far. Remember how there were people in my comments? Tisa, what are you talking about? Everybody said the defense needed to do what needed to be done. The defense ate up that expert witness. The defense destroyed the expert witness. Well, you know who doesn't think the defense destroyed the expert witness? Diddy. Do you know who thinks that agrees with me so much that the expert witness did so much damage to Diddy's case that it was like a bomb was dropped? Diddy. And you know who's trying their best to get all the expert witness testimony stricken from court? Diddy. But let's get into this, because like with everything Diddy's team's doing, it's giving desperate, it's giving confused, it's giving stupid, but it's giving let's talk about it, because baby, we love to see it. Again, if this isn't confirmation of just how powerful that expert witness testimony is, I don't know what is. Listen, maybe say what you want. Listen, you talking about Diddy ended the expert witness? Nah, baby. Diddy is trying to erase the woman who ended him. Y'all talking about the expert witness bomb? Please. Then why are they trying to strike her testimony?
Exactly.
Anyway, now listen, y'all already know the deal. Let me give y'all a little precursor, right? Diddy's media minions, and you can't tell me Diddy hasn't put $7 million into trying to push the narrative, are out here pretending that let's call her Dr. Don Hughes flopped on the stand. But behind the scenes, they are begging the judge to delete her entire testimony from the record. Why? Because she didn't flop. She finished them. And now they're trying to Jedi.
Y'all, Cassie has a darn black eye, and I'm going to show it to you in just a minute.
Mind trick, trying to play stupid, manipulative, gaslighting Jedi mind tricks.
I'm not gonna panic.
To the court into pretending nothing happened. They want the jury. And if you guys don't know, I know what you guys are saying. Oh my God, but the jury already heard it. The damage is done. Yes and no. When the jury isn't allowed to just say, yeah, not guilty, guilty, you have to show your work. You have to point
Mhm.
to the testimony and point to the evidence that supports why you feel that
Right.
way. So if that testimony is stricken, if they say, well, I feel like Cassie was abused and this is what abused women do, you have to say, well, what in the testimony gave you that idea? Without Dr. Hughes, it's just a feeling you have. And you're not just allowed to make judgments of guilty or not guilty just off of vibes. You are looking at the evidence submitted and finding out what facts is, okay? But first of all, let's talk about the nerve of Diddy. Listen, Diddy's team was doing victory laps. All his media minions were acting like Dr. Don Hughes got cooked by the prosecution. Like she got up there and embarrassed herself or something. This is the woman that testified in R. Kelly's trial. This is the woman that testified in the Johnny Depp trial on Johnny
Yeah,
Depp's side. And she's the reason Amber Heard lost, right? This woman is like triple board certified, deck on deck. She trains people at colleges. She trains. When I say this woman's been doing this for 30 years and doing it well, baby, believe me when I say, okay? So y'all are trying to act like she came up there and embarrassed herself. Okay, even if we believe that, so why is Diddy team trying to strike her
I
entire
know.
testimony like she never existed? It sounds to me like Diddy agrees with me like somebody is shook. Now listen, it's important to distinguish between their PR and their panic. This is directly from the motion. They filed a motion in court to remove this. Yana, the testimony amounted to an assertion that the victims are all unique and no memory lapse can readily be attributed to credibility problems. This is not proper expert testimony, but a Rochebaugh inkblot calculated to support any argument the prosecution may need. Now, if y'all don't want to know what that translation is, baby, they're mad. They're mad she didn't give them a clean shot at discrediting the
Exactly.
victims. Instead, Dr. Don Hughes told the jury not every weird memory is a lie, and that ruins their whole gaslighting defense. That's all she said. She explained why victims of traumatic abuse have weird memories, why it doesn't line up, why it
Can't
seems
double.
funny. And again, when they're saying, listen to what they said though, right? Right? Now listen, insane as they are playing basically legal whack-a-mole. They're not saying Dr. Hughes, Dawn Hughes lied. They're saying she said too much truth in a way
Yeah,
that was too relatable.
that's
Like, oh my
exactly
God, you guys, Yana, she said we instead of victims.
it.
Now the jury might empathize. Now, listen, this is direct quote from the article. Well, I'm sorry, the motion. Yana, she stopped referring to the victims as they, and they started using the pronouns we and you. Really? It's too relatable?
That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense at all. I mean, I I don't think he's gonna strike it. I don't think he's gonna strike it. I don't. But then witnesses tomorrow, y'all can't wait.
It's too relatable? Imagine being so scared of a woman's pronouns that you call it prejudicial. Diddy's team said, take her out because she's getting a little too real. Now, listen, here's the reason they want her gone because she anticipated their entire defense strategy. Let's not forget that she has testified on big name cases. She
Yeah,
knows the dirty games people play, and she knows how a lot of people are ignorant, either by no research or willfully ignorant about what actually happens in sex trafficking, what actually happens in PTSD, trauma to children, trauma to vets, trauma to women, trauma to people with disabilities. She knows the games that these people play, not to pay either victims or to completely discredit victims so nobody goes to jail, right? She basically told the jury, victims might apologize, go along with things.
that man right there though, they shouldn't even gave him immunity. They shouldn't have gave him immunity. He said he thought Diddy was the God of all men. So that means he's still stuck in the. He's still tripping. He needs a psychiatrist. They're in the darn God of all men. and they gave him immunity. The prosecution did. Man, he told a little stuff of what he's seen, but it just wasn't enough for no full immunity. Man, you boy, you that was your lucky day. No wonder you and Diddy was standing there looking at each other, and we thought y'all nodding your heads like, yeah, I can't believe you doing this. Yeah, I'm doing it to you and stuff. That's what we thought. But now they was shaking their head like, man, I got you. He still send Diddy Christmas cards on November 4th on his birthday every year. Still, man.
They don't want to do. Stay in relationships despite abuse. It's about survival. Anybody that's ever been in an abusive relationship or knows somebody that's been in an abusive relationship or bothered to pick up one single thing and read about abusive relationships knows this to be the God honest truth.
And I forgot to say, if you're new here, y'all please subscribe to the channel and also hit the like button. I would appreciate it so much. So much. Thank you.
But you guys, again, that completely undercuts the idea that anyone staying with Diddy and not immediately reporting it equals a lie. So if you stayed with Diddy or you saw the abuse and you didn't immediately report it, oh, you must be lying. No. Dr. Hughes gave her expert testimony that's backed up by science and books and not people on blogs,
Thank
media,
you.
YouTube, and TikTok. And don't get me wrong, you know I love.
Woo.
By the way, follow me on Snapchat, YouTube. Also follow me. Well, you're already on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok. Please don't forget that I am going to be out in the courthouse every single day, giving numerous updates, live watching, and baby,
They great
listen,
to
and baby,
y'all.
we are also going to be. We have the transcripts too, so it's going to be good. Okay, and watch out for my podcast that is launching this week. Okay, anyway, right? It's going to cover the Diddy trial, but a few other cool things too. Anyway, right? Get back to Dr. John Hughes. She basically turned their favorite victim blaming tropes into deaths. And now they're trying to act like she summoned the devil on the witness stand. Stop it. The legal BS, I'm sick of them and they're hiding behind it. They say she disobeyed court rulings. Funny, the judge sitting there didn't think she disobeyed court rulings. They
Not at
said she
all.
gave junk science about memory. It's not junk normal.
What happened? Oh, hey, everybody. Y'all knew I was going to mess up something. Wait 1 second. Let me get them back on the horn, okay? All right, here we go. Here we go. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Let me. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, my God. I'm coming back, y'all. I don't know what's going on. But you know what? No, you ain't explaining that. Yeah, that's. Wait a minute, yeah. I'm about to just let me like this. This is what I'm gonna do. All right, y'all. I'm gonna cut it. I gotta stop because I can see the picture. Wait. Oh, I know why y'all can't. I ain't need that. Sorry. But anyway, I'm gonna stop it anyway right there. And I want to thank Sexy Nessa for joining the Valentine family. I haven't thought of a name for us, y'all. I got it on my wall, my community wall. If y'all want to go there and think of a name for us, I don't know. But just welcome to the Valentine family and thank you for coming over. You made 776. That's how many subs I got. So I'm creeping on up there, y'all. I'm creeping on up there. All right. God got it. All right. Thank y'all so much for joining me. All right. And I'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay. Thank y'all. Good night.